Hi everyone. Today's my topic for discussion is pyrimidine metabolism. In this session, we'll be discussing both about the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides and about the catabolism of pyrimidine and something regarding the disorders associated with the pyrimidine metabolism. So the pyrimidine nucleotides are cytidine monophosphate, uridine monophosphate and thymidine monophosphate. So in this picture we can appreciate the basic structure of pyrimidine ring structure and also given the structure of uracil and thymine. So for the pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis we will be discussing regarding the synthesis of uridine monophosphate as the first pyrimidine nucleotide will be synthesized first, then followed by the thymidine and cytidine monophosphate. So this figure which shows the contribution of various substances as the sources of carbon and nitrogen atoms in the pyrimidine ring. So you can see the C2 which is contributed by carbon dioxide or bicarbonate. Then you can see N1 C456 this much which is contributed by aspartic acid and N3 is donated from the glutamine. So this is regarding the sources of the carbon and nitrogen atom in the pyrimidine ring structure. Once again, N3 is contributed by glutamine, C2 is contributed by carbon dioxide or bicarbonate, N1, C4, C5, C6 contributed by aspartic acid. Now let us go in detail about the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides. Here, unlike the synthesis of purine nucleotide, 6-membered pyrimidine ring is made first. So while learning the purine de novo synthesis, we have seen that it is not the purine ring initially synthesized. Actually, to the ribose 5-phosphate only each time the various string structure will be getting added and finally the ring structure getting synthesized. Here, unlike what will happen, the 6-membered pyrimidine ring will be made first, then attached to the ribose phosphate, which is donated by the PRPP. What is PRPP? Phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. And UMP, that is uridine monophosphate, is the first pyrimidine nucleotide is being synthesized. CTP will be synthesized from UMP. So once again, how these various sources or various carbon atom and nitrogen atom is contributed will be discussing under the head of de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides. Now, regarding the materials required for the synthesis of pyrimidine, first of all, carbamyl phosphate, which is synthesized from carbon dioxide and glutamine. So, carbamyl phosphate is a precursor for the synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide. And second material required is PRPP, that is 5-phosphoribosyl 1-pyrophosphate, phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. Then the enzymes which involved for the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidines are CPS1, that is carbamyl phosphate synthase, not 1, 2, then transcarbamylase, dihydroorotase, dehydrogenase, transferase, decarboxylase. These are the 6 enzymes which involves for the synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide, and also it requires the cofactors or coenzymes as ATP and aspartic acid also needed to contribute the N1, C4, C5 and C6, and the cofactors FAD, NAD and magnesium ions also needed to enhance the activity of all these enzymes. Now regarding the site of pyrimidine nucleotides, the enzymes are, almost all the enzymes of pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis are cytoplasmic. It is located in cytoplasm except one enzyme, that is dihydroorate dehydrogenase enzyme. And another importance of these enzymes are, these enzymes usually seen as complexes in eukaryotes, specifically 2 complexes, that is CAD complex, which consists of 3 enzymes, carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 enzyme, then aspartate transcarbamylase enzyme and dihydroorate orotase enzyme. These three are the first three enzymes which catalyze in the first three reactions of de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine. Then followed by complex U, which is also known as UMP synthase enzyme, which is responsible for the UMP synthesis, which includes two enzymes, that is OPRTase, that is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase enzyme, and OMP decarboxylase enzyme. So these two are the enzyme which is responsible for the fifth and sixth step of de novo pathway for the synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides. So we have seen these two complexes will be present in cytoplasm. In between there is one enzyme is there, that is orotate dehydrogenase enzyme, which is present in mitochondria. Now let's go in detail about the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide. So the first reaction which explains the formation of carbamyl phosphate from the amino acid glutamine, which contributing the N3 nitrogen of pyrimidine ring system. It requires ATP and carbon dioxide. The reaction which is catalyzed by the enzyme, a cytoplasmic enzyme, CPS2 carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 enzyme. So once again, the first step is the formation of carbamyl phosphate with the help of amino acid glutamine and incorporation of hydrolysis of ATP and bicarbonate. Enzyme is CPS2 and the product is carbamyl phosphate. Okay, and now why this CPS2 carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2? So here you should remember that this enzyme is different from the mitochondrial CPS1. Hope you remember CPS, carbamyl phosphate synthase 1, which is required in the synthesis of urea, which is present in mitochondria, whereas CPS2, which is present in cytoplasm. Now the second reaction is the condensation of carbamyl phosphate with another amino acid, aspartic acid, form carbamyl aspartate. Carbamyl aspartate in the reaction, and this is catalyzed by ATCase, that is aspartate transcarbamylase enzyme. And remember, this is the committed step in the biosynthesis of pyrimidine, which is the one of the rate limiting step of de novo synthesis of pyrimidine. Now the third reaction is that a removal of water from carbamyl aspartate molecule, which is catalyzed by dihydroorotase enzyme. And the product is dihydroorotic acid. Here you can see that the pyrimidine ring is closed in this reaction. Up to carbamyl aspartate reaction, the ring was not closed. And here the ring is getting closed. First ring structure for the pyrimidine nucleotide is dihydroorotic acid. Now the fourth reaction is that this dihydroorotic acid is now oxidized to yield pyrimidine derivative orotic acid. So once again, dihydroorotate undergoing oxidation to form orotic acid, and here the reaction which is catalyzed by a mitochondrial enzyme, that is dihydroorotate dehydrogenase enzyme. So previously we have discussed that this is the only enzyme which is present in mitochondria. Remaining all the enzyme responsible is present in the cytoplasm. So this reaction is once again dihydroorotate undergoing oxidation to form orotic acid by dihydroorotate dehydrogenase enzyme. Now the fifth reaction is that the acquisition of a ribose phosphate group here, that is the transfer of ribose biphosphate from PRPP, phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, to orotic acid, forming orotate monophosphate, that is also known as OMP, orotidylate. Also we can also say it as orotidylate or orotate monophosphate or OMP. And this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme orotate phosphoribosyl transferase enzyme. Now, the sixth reaction is that orotidylate is decarboxylated to yield uridine monophosphate. Our first pyrimidine nucleotide synthesized will be a UMP, uridine monophosphate, and the reaction is OMP undergoing decarboxylation by OMP decarboxylase enzyme to form uridine monophosphate. Okay, so this is regarding the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides. So this is the overall pathway for the de novo biosynthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide, which explains all the 6 reactions up to the formation of uridine monophosphate. So the next reaction is that the 7th step is that the uridine monophosphate phosphorylated to UDP by a kinase reaction using ATP as a phosphate donor. And this UDP, which serves as a precursor for the synthesis of UTP, then CTP, that is uridine triphosphate and cytidine triphosphate, and deoxyuridine monophosphate and deoxythymidine monophosphate. So remember, UMP is the first pyrimidine nucleotide being synthesized, which undergoing a phosphorylation to form UDP by a kinase reaction, and the donor of phosphate is ATP. Further from UDP, these many derivatives will be synthesized, that is uridine triphosphate, cytidine triphosphate, deoxyuridine diphosphate, and deoxythymidine monophosphate. Now regarding the step 8, that is UDP undergoes an ATP dependent kinase reaction to produce uridine triphosphate, simply a phosphorylation reaction. And step 9, which explains the UTP, uridine triphosphate, which is aminated by accepting amino group from amino acid glutamine to form cytidine triphosphate. And this reaction 10th, which explains ribonucleotide reductase enzyme, which helps to convert uridine diphosphate to deoxyuridine diphosphate. And step 11, which explains this deoxyuridine diphosphate is dephosphorylated. One phosphate group will be removed from the deoxyuridine diphosphate and forming deoxyuridine monophosphate. Why? Because this deoxyuridine monophosphate is required and which act as a substrate for the thymidine monophosphate. And this step will be explaining, that is the conversion of deoxyuridine monophosphate to deoxyuridine monophosphate to deoxythymidine monophosphate. This slide which explains the synthesis of higher nucleotides from UMP. UMP undergoing kinase reaction by nucleoside monophosphate kinase to form UDP. Hydrolysis of ATP to ADP occurs. Magnesium, which enhances the nucleoside monophosphate kinase reaction. Then UDP, one more kinase reaction occurs or phosphorylation occurs by another hydrolysis of ATP to ADP by nucleoside diphosphate kinase reaction, and which it will be leading to the synthesis of uridine triphosphate. This figure, which we have already been discussed, which explains the synthesis of CTP from UTP, but the amination or amino group is donated by the amino acid glutamine. UTP plus glutamine, it leads to the formation of cytidine triphosphate. The difference between these two, uridine triphosphate and cytidine triphosphate, is an additional amino group in its structure. This amino group will be donated by the amino acid glutamine. Clear? So this we have already been discussed, the synthesis of deoxythymidine monophosphate from uridine monophosphate. Now regarding the regulation of pyrimidine synthesis. It is mainly done with 3 enzymes, CPS2, aspartate transcarbamylase, and OMP decarboxylase. The first enzyme, carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 enzyme, is activated by ATP and PRPP and inhibited by UDP and UTP. An aspartate transcarbamylase inhibited by CTP and activated by ATP. UMP and CMP competitively inhibit OMP decarboxylase. And the next line, PRPP, which is a precursor for both purines and pyrimidines. PRPP synthase enzyme, which is responsible for synthesis of phosphoriboside pyrophosphate, that is inhibited by their nucleotides. That means pyrimidines will inhibit PRPP synthase enzyme, and purines also can be inhibit PRPP synthase enzyme according to the needs. So there will be balanced synthesis of purine and pyrimidines occurs. So this figure, which explains the regulation of pyrimidine metabolism or pyrimidine biosynthesis, you can see again the first enzyme, that is CPS1 enzyme, that is carbamyl phosphate synthetase enzyme, which will be activated by PRPP, inhibited by UTP and ATP, etc. And this enzyme, that is second one, this is aspartate transcarbamylase, activated by ATP, and that is inhibited by cytidine triphosphate in short. And the one more mechanism for the regulation of pyrimidine metabolism is that the arrangement of enzymes, that is the clustering of enzyme. So all the enzyme except the dihydroorotate dehydrogenase, which is present in mitochondria, remaining enzymes are in cytoplasm. That arrangement or present as a complex itself helping for the well coordinated synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide. So we know that the complexes in eukaryote like CAD complex, which consists of CPS2 aspartate transcarbamylase dihydroorotate, and the second complex, complex U, which consists of OPRT and OMP decarboxylase enzyme. Now going to the disorders associated with the de novo synthesis of pyrimidine, that is orotic aciduria. Orotic aciduria is a hereditary disorder which can result from a defective enzyme in pyrimidine synthesis. It is an autosomal recessive disease where a defect in multifunctional enzyme UMP synthase occurs, which consists of OPRTase and OMP decarboxylase enzyme that mainly helps to convert orotic acid to uridine monophosphate, in which it results in excretion of orotic acid in urine. So there will be, what happens when this reaction does not occur, the orotic acid will be getting accumulated and the excess will be excreted through the urine, and excess level will be present in blood also. So the crystals will be, orotate crystals will be excreted in urine, that can even lead to urinary tract obstruction. And another symptoms can be growth retardation. Why? Because the purine nucleotides itself will not be synthesized and it will be affected the DNA synthesis. And decreased pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis can even lead to inhibition of DNA synthesis in RBC, and that can even lead to anemia. So this is orotic aciduria. There are two types of orotic aciduria or acidemia. Type 1 and type 2. Type 1 we have already been discussed, that is there is deficiency of both enzyme, that is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase and orotate decarboxylase enzyme. In type 2, it is again autosomal recessive disease where there will be deficiency of OMP decarboxylase enzyme occurs, where urinary elimination of OMP itself occurs than the orotic acid, and even there will be megaloblastic anemia seen in type 2 orotic aciduria or acidemia. And the third type is that is a milder orotic aciduria. It is an X-linked recessive defect of hepatic OTC deficiency, hepatic ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency. That is one of the urea cycle disorder, in which what happened, the unused mitochondrial carbamyl phosphate comes to the cytoplasm, isn't it? Where OTC is absent, the CPS will be getting accumulated in mitochondria, that will be leaking to cytoplasm, that will be entering to the cytoplasm. Actually naturally what will happen? There will be increased synthesis of pyrimidine occurs and increased synthesis of orotic acid also occurs. That can lead to a milder orotic aciduria. And fourth type is Reye's syndrome. Is a secondary orotic aciduria which may be due to inability of severely damaged mitochondria to utilize CPS in the formation of urea, which then may be diverted for the cytoplasmic overproduction of orotic acid. That is Reye's. Allopurinol, which is an alternate substrate for OPRTase, which competes with orotic acid. The product formed inhibits decarboxylase, OMP decarboxylase, resulting in orotic aciduria. That is the mechanism of action of allopurinol, which can aggravate orotic aciduria. Second, 6-azaouridine. This drug converts to 6-azaouridylate, which competitively inhibits OMP decarboxylase. And the next drug is 5-fluorodeoxyuridylate, inhibits thymidine synthase enzyme, which is a structural analog of deoxyuridine monophosphate, which binds to active site and which is an example of suicide inhibition. The last drug is that folate antagonist, aminopterin, amitriptyline. These two are also known as methotrexate, and trimethoprim. This can inhibit folate reductase by competitive inhibition. So these specifically 5-fluorodeoxyuridylate and folate antagonist are inhibitors of pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis. So by inhibiting pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis, which indirectly inhibiting the synthesis of DNA and RNA also, so that which can mainly helps to inhibit the cell division and can by inhibiting the cell proliferation. Hence it can be used as a drug for cancer chemotherapy. Now, regarding the pyrimidine catabolism, the end products are carbon dioxide, ammonia, beta-alanine, and beta-amino isobutyrate. The enzyme which involves for the pyrimidine catabolism are 5' nucleotidase, nucleoside phosphorylase enzyme. Then some additional steps. The first one, 5' nucleotidase enzyme, helps to liberate the phosphate group from pyrimidine nucleotides, and it leads to the production of nucleosides by eliminating the phosphate from the, for example, from urine monophosphate, the phosphate group will be eliminated and it leads to the synthesis of corresponding nucleoside. Then the subsequently nucleoside phosphorylase enzyme, which releases the ribose 1 phosphate and leaving the corresponding free bases like uridine, cytidine, thymine, etc. And next, the terminal steps involves ring splitting. It is a ring structure, pyrimidine ring structure that will be getting open. Then reduction of carbon bond and hydrolytic cleavage, and the final products are beta-alanine, beta-amino isobutyrate, and finally transaminated and metabolized to carbon dioxide and ammonia. That is the fate of pyrimidine catabolism. So this figure which explains the catabolism of pyrimidine, you'll see cytosine deaminated to form uracil, then thymine also. Uracil or thymine both will be undergoing reduction to form either dihydrouracil or dihydrothymine. Further, what will happen? The subsequent reaction, the opening of ring and hole, and finally it will be leading to production of beta-alanine, then metabolized to form finally carbon dioxide and ammonia. So this is regarding the catabolism of pyrimidine nucleotides. In humans actually, probably the humans can transaminate the beta amino isobutyrate to methyl malonate semialdehyde, which is then converted to succinyl coenzyme A, Y-methyl malonyl coenzyme A. So that means this is what explaining the final fate of the end product of pyrimidine catabolism. Beta amino isobutyrate can be further finally converted to succinyl coenzyme A. That's it. Then beta-alanine can serve as a precursor for acetyl coenzyme A. So this is all about pyrimidine metabolism, in which we have discussed about the de novo synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide and its important, its regulation inhibitors and all. Then we have seen the disorder associated with that, that is orotic aciduria, the types of orotic aciduria, symptoms of orotic aciduria we have discussed. Then something regarding the catabolism of pyrimidine nucleotides. What are the end product of pyrimidine catabolism also we have seen. So since the end product of pyrimidine catabolism are highly water soluble, these carbon dioxide, alanine, amino isobutyrate, all these things are highly water soluble. Overproduction of pyrimidine catabolites is rarely associated with clinically significant abnormalities. Only the disorder is that disorder of pyrimidine biosynthesis, that is orotic aciduria. Thank you all.